welcome back to Vegas Weekly for a Saturday, September the 19th, 2020. We got a big show today with some good, mostly, news. Another shot for the shot down to Rocktober from PJ. And where to stay in Las Vegas when only the best will do. Let's shout out another YouTube channel today. It's Tom and Mindy. They're not far from me. They're down in Oklahoma. They go to Vegas frequently. They've been doing some Vegas vlogging lately. They've been staying in some amazing rooms and having a great time. And so definitely recommend you check out Tom and Mindy. I'll put a link to their channel in the show notes below. And by all means, check out the Friends of Vegas tips and tricks. Also, always in the show notes below to find other fun Vegas channels. And when you get there, please hit that subscribe button. And if you're new to this channel or you haven't subscribed, what's the problem? You don't even have to watch the show. Just click that little red subscribe button. Helps us out a great deal. We're over 1,400 subscribers. It'd be fun to get to 1,500 by, say, Rocktober or thereabouts. So help a little guy out, all right? Yeah, so there you go. And yes, Rocktober is on its way. Just 4 weeks away. 4 weeks from tonight is the main event, October 17th. And these are some of the Vegas YouTube celebrities, other than myself, who have confirmed to be in attendance. Yes, PJ himself of PJ's Cocktails, Cocktail of the Week, and PJ's Slots and Entertainment will be there. Tamara and Gord, the Canadian Comets. They spend all their time either in Las Vegas or in quarantine. They'll be back for, I don't know, like a year or two. They stay a long time. They will be there. They'll be co-hosting the events. Andy and Simone from A Good Times Productions. If you haven't checked them out, please do. They are great people, great fun. They will be there. If they don't close the borders or cancel the flights, we are expecting an appearance from the inimitable Pennies for Vegas. Mark Anderson will be there, we hope. In addition, the amazing, the incredible Eric, the Ace of Vegas, will be in attendance, as well as Cinnamon Girl. And there's so many more that are likely or probably going to be there, but I do want to let you know some of the folks that are going to be around. I will be around from the evening of October 16th all the way to the 22nd. So if you can't make the main event on the 17th and you're in town, hey, shoot me a line. Say, hey, I'd like to give you a socially distanced hug. Or better yet, buy me a drink. Definitely. So should be a good time. Be a lot of folks in and around. Great opportunity to maybe meet up with some other Vegas friends and fanatics. And it should be a good time. If you are like me and you want some Rocktober merchandise, I'll put a link to the Rocktober store in the show notes below as well. Got my shirt this week and I got my mask. See if I can put it on correctly. There you go. It's a nice mask. It's got good coverage. None of this nose poking nonsense you see so often. So definitely, if you want to pick up any Rocktober merchandise, I definitely plan on doing it in the next week or so if you want to get it before Rocktober. Of course, Rocktober is all about fun, friends, and cocktails. And some very good news this week out of Las Vegas. Let's segue right into our news segment. On Sunday night at 11:59 p.m., all bars and bar tops in Clark County, Nevada, which includes our favorite city, Las Vegas, will be allowed to reopen. Those were shut down, as you know, in the aftermath of the initial reopenings because of some of the surges in COVID cases. But it has now been approved for the bars to reopen. Of course, expect social distancing, expect to have to wear your Rocktober mask, and behave yourself or they'll close it down again. We'd like to be a part of that in a few weeks. So some very good news there, something we've been waiting for finally, okay? Speaking of finally, two casinos opened up this week, and we learned about the reopening of another. The Oyo, the old Hooters, opened up on Wednesday the 16th. Looks good. Looks like they've given the place a good scrubbing. So if you're in the South Strip area, you want some wings or some inexpensive gambling, definitely drop by Oyo the day after Oyo opened up. Right down the street, the venerable Tropicana finally opened its doors on the 17th. And MGM Resorts announced that finally Park MGM and Nomad would reopen on September the 30th. Also, that the Four Seasons Hotel atop the Mandalay Bay Tower will open up on September 25th. That will basically mean that all of the MGM Resorts properties will be open by the end of this month. Of course, we're still awaiting word on several of the Caesars properties, Planet Hollywood, the Cromwell, and Rio. But I do expect we're going to hear something there in the next couple of weeks, with the possible exception of Rio. So again, almost the entire Las Vegas Strip is open or will be open within the next couple of weeks. The other big news from that Park MGM announcements was that the casino would open as a smoke-free establishment. Now, despite what some people have said, casinos have tried this before. I think there was a small casino on the north end of the Strip that's long gone that tried it way back in the late 90s, early 2000s. I believe Palace Station tried it for a while, also in the early 2000s. But 15 years or so ago, apparently Las Vegas was not ready for a smoke-free casino. Is it ready for one now? A recent poll said 57% of customers would like to see smoke-free casinos. So if you'd like to see smoke-free casinos, you need to vote with your dollars and your attendance. So if you like it, go to Park MGM. They apparently replaced the carpeting and done some other cosmetic works during the 6 months plus that they have been closed down. So, and it is my understanding that our estimable PJ will be staying there for Rocktober. They may have opened up just for him, and he said he didn't want a lot of smoke, so they closed that off as well. So what do you think about smoke-free casinos? Are you a smoker? Do you mind a smoke-free casino? Do you prefer a smoke-free casino? Let me know in the comments below. Also, a big week this week for the newly christened Las Vegas Raiders. They won their opening game this past Sunday by a 34-30 count against the Carolina Panthers. But this week is an even bigger week because Monday night, I believe that would be the 21st, coming up very soon at 5 o'clock Pacific time, 6 o'clock in Denver, Eric. 7 o'clock here in the Midwest, 8 o'clock on the East Coast. Tune into Monday Night Football when we're going to see the first glimpse of Allegiant Stadium. Now, sadly, there will not be fans in attendance, but the Raiders will be hosting their very first home game in Las Vegas against the New Orleans Saints. Should be quite an event. And again, even if you're not a big sports ball fan, definitely check it out to just see what the stadium looks like. And there's going to be flyovers, they'll have blimps and all that stuff. So it'll be kind of fun to see it. Be more fun to see it when there's people there. But hey, this is something. And in addition, at halftime, if you're a musical fan, particularly a fan of The Killers, one of Las Vegas's finest, they will be performing live at halftime on the roof of Caesar's Palace. I believe it's the Nobu Tower, actually, but don't quote me on that. So if you're a fan of The Killers, hey, tune in at halftime. You'll still get to look at the stadium. You get to check out a fun halftime show only in Las Vegas. And finally, some somewhat sad news in the sports world. The Vegas Golden Knights season ended this past week with a loss in the Western Conference Finals to the Dallas Stars. However, in its 3 years of existence, the Golden Knights have reached at least the conference finals in 2 of those years. Absolutely unprecedented levels of success for an expansion team. So congratulations to the Knights on a great season. And of course, good luck to the Dallas Stars as well as the Tampa Bay Lightning as they face off in the Stanley Cup Finals. And now a man who loves hockey, who loves football, and who loves cocktails. Here's our man at the bar himself, PJ, with this week's shot as he shots down to Rocktober. And what's he going to be wearing today? Shirt, robe, Speedo? I don't know. Let's find out. PJ?
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Rocktober. It's going to be a fantastic time in Las Vegas. Now, here's PJ with this week's shot.
Well, hello, John, and thanks again for another fabulous introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, did you guys catch This Week in Vegas History with John on Wednesday? Some good information talking about Fremont and the different streets and what used to be there way back when. I kind of wish I was around way back when, but I wasn't. I visited once in 85, again in 97, and then regularly since 2014. But anyhow, enough about me. Let's get into what we're doing, and that is shot down to Rocktober, baby. Week number 5. We've only got a couple more weeks left. And today, we're going to spin for another one. John, are you ready? You ready to spin for another week? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and by the way, how come you guys aren't guessing the mystery voices? Now, if I was giving away a prize like $500, I bet everybody would be putting their guesses in then, right? Get all 8 correct, win $500? Well, I'm not doing that. My show doesn't have that kind of budget. John, do we have that kind of budget? I didn't think so. All right, let's get to spinning and see what we're going to drink this week, shall we? Come on down. Here we go. I need a drum roll. Brass Monkey. By the way, we've done Caribbean Runner, Brass Monkey, Vampire Bite, and Great Head. Only 4 left. And hey, here's a winner right here, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, we're doing the Blue Popper. And for you tequila buffs, here's your chance. We're going to do tequila and blue curacao. We're going to put that in my shaker, shake it up, throw it in the shot glass, and that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Toast you guys, toast John, and then put it in my belly. All right, we'll be right back. Hang tight, everybody. The Blue Popper. Once again, all these shots will be featured in Rocktober in just 24 days. Actually, 27 days to my arrival, 24 days before the festivities get started. You want to tune into Vegas Best Ideas and a Good Times production, Andy and Simone. They're going to start the whole thing off. All right, we'll be right back with the Blue Popper. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I'm not a big tequila guy, but when I do drink tequila, I like Patron if I can get it. And blue curacao, these are probably the most popular for the blue curacaos. But tequila and blue curacao, we're going to put those together right now. All right, first thing we're going to do is ½ ounce of blue curacao. We do like to make extra, so we're going to do a little more. But if you're doing a single shot for yourself, ½ ounce of blue curacao, 1 ounce of tequila. We're going to do 1½ ounces of tequila. Oop. And we'll just pour it all together. What the hell, right? What the hell? Here we go. It's all going to get shaken anyway. Man, oh man, you'd think I'd been drinking before we got started. That's quite possible. And let's commence to shaking. And a little over here. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, just 24 days till the first arrivals for Rocktober. Are you liking those Rocktober trailers I'm putting out? You should have just seen another one. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, now let's commence to taking that shot. Oh, baby. It's going to be nice and blue. Nice and blue. Ooh, that looks pretty. Kind of looks like a VBI shot, but it's not. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Blue Popper. John, cheers, buddy. We might be doing a couple of these in just a few weeks. Here we go. Woo! Baby! Oh, baby! Man, that is good. That is pure tequila, baby. The blue curacao is only food coloring. Oh, that was really good. That was really good. As always, ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have not already, do a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below. Tell John what a great show he's got going on. Always some great information. And please, hit that comment or hit that subscribe button. I only had one shot. I can't even talk. Hit the subscribe button. Let John know how much you appreciate him and how much you love him. And let's get him up to 10,000 subscribers. Why not? And ladies and gentlemen, with that, as always, please drink responsibly. With that, we're going to pour a little more. Peace, ladies and gentlemen. We are out of here.
Oh, sorry, I was just singing along to the song. Thanks, PJ, for all the nice words and for yet another interesting cocktail. I love to eat or drink anything that's blue. Just give me some blue food coloring, and hey, I'll have some blue chicken noodle soup or something. I don't know. Again, thanks to PJ. 3 more shots before we reach Rocktober, and very, very soon we're going to have a couple of guest appearances on Cocktail of the Week, so you definitely want to tune in for those. I mean, just stay tuned. Just watch the show every week. You'll be fine. All right, our Vegas tip or trick of the week, and as you know, we've been talking about Vegas hotels for the last several weeks. Last week I talked about some of my picks as far as budget properties. Today I'm going to tell you where you should stay on the Las Vegas Strip if you want the best. When I say the best, I don't necessarily mean the biggest rooms or the most luxurious rooms. You can find amazing rooms in almost any property, even the most budget-oriented ones. What I'm talking about is a hotel that actually provides outstanding customer service as well as clean, comfortable, amazing rooms. And I'm going to pick out 3 properties that at least a couple of you may not have even known about or thought about that are great choices if you want to stay somewhere amazing in Las Vegas. 2 of them are non-casino properties. Well, kind of. They're pretty close to casinos, but anyway. So let's start out on the way south into the Strip. And earlier in the show, I mentioned that on September 25th, the Four Seasons Hotel atop the Mandalay Bay Tower will be reopening. It is the top, I believe, 5 or 6 floors. Has its own separate valet entrance and an express elevator that'll take you up there. If you've stayed at a Four Seasons property anywhere in the world, you know it excels in every respect as far as customer service goes. It's an amazing property. There is a steakhouse on site that is excellent. Charlie Trotter involved in that, as well as a pool, a lounge. It's just, it's the kind of place where they take care of you. And if you're in Las Vegas and maybe you're not so keen on the gambling piece, or you kind of want to distance yourself a little bit, certainly right now, Four Seasons is an excellent choice. It's not cheap. None of the properties we're going to discuss today are cheap, but I can highly recommend checking out the Four Seasons. It is an amazing property, one of the best places to stay on the Las Vegas Strip. Not too many blocks to the north, we reach the Waldorf Astoria, and you may have walked by the Waldorf Astoria many, many times. It's basically sitting right on the Strip. For many, many years after it opened, it was the Mandarin Oriental, another property with a great reputation for customer service. But that customer service has not appreciably changed with its transition to the Waldorf Astoria. It's still one of those places where they greet you by name. They remember everything about your stay if you return to their property. No request is too ridiculous. And it's just an amazing place to stay, and it's in a great, great location. Again, it's not going to be cheap. But if you're looking, as I say, for the best of the best in terms of customer service, and this one adds a spectacular location right on the Strip, very close to Aria, Cosmopolitan, Planet Hollywood when it opens, hopefully soon, Paris, all of those properties within very, very short walking distance. They also have a great lounge with an amazing view of the center Strip. So definitely Waldorf Astoria is a great choice when only the best will do. And we do think it's worth mentioning one casino property. And despite some negative things we've heard in the last day or so, I would call them transparency, the Wynn Las Vegas, Wynn and Encore, do an amazing job for a property with the number of rooms that they have, the fact that they cater to so many different visitors from all over the world, and thousands of them. I have not experienced as good a customer service anywhere in Las Vegas as I have at the Wynn. It doesn't matter whether you look like the king of Siam or me or Pennies for Vegas. You're treated like a king. You're taken care of. I always tell a story about years and years ago leaving an old worn jacket over the top of a casino slot machine, wandering off and realizing about 5 minutes later that I'd left it there, returning to the site and seeing a security guard carefully guarding my jacket. And that's just the kind of place Wynn and Encore is. Despite, some of what we've heard about COVID-19, I suspect the fact is that Wynn has been transparent in releasing that information, whereas most casinos have not. And of course, there was that big brawl at the Encore, but if any property is going to clean up that kind of trash, it's Wynn and Encore. So definitely a recommended property when only the best will do. And sometimes, particularly now, you can get some great rates at both of those places, or play the Wynn game like I have and stay there for free. Hey everybody, thanks so much again for watching the show. It's almost Rocktober. We're looking forward to seeing some of you there. We look forward to seeing you this Wednesday when we'll have our monthly special on This Week in Vegas History, talking about the history of the Las Vegas Strip, late 50s, early 60s. That means it's time for these guys, the Rat Pack. Of course, we'll be back next week with another edition of Vegas Weekly. Until then, I hope that you have a great, lucky, and healthy week. We will see you soon.